Hey everybody, this is Skybase talking, and today's painting unfortunately starts out right in the middle. Well, see, the screen capture program that I was using crashed right in the process of everything, and the exciting part, the very beginning, it just happens to be that part, and so that part's gone forever. Anyway, so right now I am modeling a platform that I had in my head for a while. So it's kind of like a metal platform that's been standing there for ages and ages, so the fence is broken and all sorts of stuff is happening to it. And I wanted to have a sunset scene where the two characters, Azure and Alex, which I'll be painting in or drawing in later, will be sitting on. And it's supposed to be kind of like a lake right below them. And yeah, so it's just an abandoned platform. Okay, once I'm good with all that and rendered it all out, which you didn't see, I throw it into StudioArtist and start just painting around the top of it. And provided that I think it's a little easier for me, it's just a nice stylization method that I like doing, and this is all manual, of course. I spend some time just kind of painting roughly things in here. Okay, and once I'm good with that, I bring it into ClipStudio Paint, and then using that as a reference for the character to sit on, I just throw in the mannequin and pose it up, and then just kind of start drawing around the top of it. Now, at this point, the character's a little large, and I was thinking to myself, well, I'll fix it later. So I paint him all in, and just kind of give him some shading here, and just kind of give him some final touches on it, because it's not a perfect fill. So okay, I got the shading in there, and I just used some curves to adjust the coloring. Then I add in the character, this is Alex, the small little hiding god. And you probably just saw it, but like I just squeezed him down, squeezed the character down just a little bit so that it fits the scene. And bring it into Photoshop here. I just prefer Photoshop to do all the special effects in. I think it's a little easier for me. Now, certainly I could do this in the program that I was just previously in, and that's perfectly another way of dealing with it. It's just that I find it a little easier in Photoshop, so it's just my personal preference. Anyway, I'm just kind of cropping and adding vignette and stuff like that, and just kind of making it a little bit more fancy, and you know, just kind of changing the colors around, figuring out what looks nice and what doesn't look nice. And then I realized, well, why don't I add some stars? Why don't I add some stars here? So I used Filter Forge for that, and just quickly added some stars. Then I had some Pearl and Noise to just kind of give it a little bit more detail. It's just a very small amount, you can't really see it, but it's there subtly. I experimented a little bit and then finally figured out, why don't I just add some blur at the very corners and just to focus in on stuff. So that's it, and what you're looking at right now is the final piece. Well, in 3 hours I guess this is okay, but personally I do want to kind of go on a little bit further than this. It's a little rough on the edges still. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see you next week.